What's up, Brothers and Bolts family? Today we're going to be putting my custom LED sequential taillights in the Impala. Remember to like, subscribe. We've got an Instagram now, follow us on there. We'll have a tag for that in the description. So let's get this thing apart and see what we can do. I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
Okay, so these taillights, they don't have a factory harness on them. So we have to, if you look, we have to hardwire them in. So I've got things like constant 12 volts, ground. Orange is something called show mode. Stick around to the end of the video, guys, and you'll see what that looks like. And then I've got the reverse, the turn signal, and there's one other one. What was the other one? Parking lights?
Yeah, it was parking. Parking and like some sort of startup sequence.
Okay. Well, anyway, to get to these tail lights, there, you gotta pull this whole back half off. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that, and then we'll get back with you guys once we get to the tail lights. Meet our new mascot. It's Boxy. Boxy the box turtle. Oh, comment down below and tell us if he really is a box turtle, because I don't think that's a box turtle. Pretty sure it's a box turtle. But we're gonna go with that anyway. So we just got back from a little mini road trip. I almost ran this turtle over, actually. We were cruising down the highway at like 55, and he was in the middle of the road. And I didn't swerve, but I kind of moved over a little bit to try and miss him. Well, I didn't miss him. I still hit him, and I saw in my rearview mirror, he kind of did like one of those turtle shell spinny things on the side of the road, so I felt kind of bad. In fact, I thought I killed him. So anyway, the reason why we were out there was because for the l.e.d swap in the Sonoma, you have to have, well, you don't have to have, but you can have a, I've opened the wrong door. You can have a V6 S10 radiator. So we went and we got, let's open this thing. We went and got the S10 radiator out of a V6, the fan shrouds, and then somewhere here is our motor mounts also. I need to go and get those. Let's see. God, I love it when people are parting their trucks out because we got them really cheap. Oh, there they are. Right there. Yes! Bolts and all. Let's get these in the garage and go take a quick look. How you guys doing today? Oh, look! Oh, okay, he's gonna shrink back. Come on, Boxy, it's okay. Maybe later. Okay, anyway. Let's check out these motor mounts. They're kind of dirty, but we'll get them cleaned up. The rubber in them looks good still. But the allegation is that these will bolt right up to the l.e.d. and will bolts right in. See what they say. Right onto the l.e.d. and then it'll go right onto the frame of the Sonoma. He gave us the heat shields too, but I don't know that we'll be using those. We'll see. But anyway, so we started this little project yesterday, but we didn't get all the way through it because it got kind of dark and we had some visitors and we got distracted, and anyway, it just didn't work out. So we've got over here, take a look. We've got one of the LED tail lights in the car, but it's not totally wired up yet.
I'll get that off real quick.
Yeah, he's gonna take the tail light off there real fast.
Dude, I'm actually really pleased with how rust-free like everything is in this trunk.
For now. I mean,
from what I can see,
we've got this little bit here, but I mean, really, piece of sheet metal will fix that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. So I cut the harness. Yeah, I know. A lot of you are probably very happy with me that I did that, but lucky for you guys, I kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to wiring, because it's all I do at work. So we've got ground. This is the wire for our brake, turn signal, and then this one is for our reverse light, and these other 4 brown wires is for, like, I don't know, our driving lights, I think. He's got this light that comes on, or maybe it's this one, but this one for sure. Okay, so we're going to use these to get onto the end of our wires so that we can easily plug them in and unplug them as we need, so that we can really get the right combination down. But I went ahead and marked all these. I did that last night off camera because, again, it got kind of dark and I was just trying to get it at least written down. I've got it right here. Come on, kind of hard. It really is hard to do things with one hand. Okay, so here's how I've got stuff written down. I've got our ground, positive 12 volts, our show mode, you guys will see that, that's pretty cool. Brake, running light, startup, and turn signal. Anyway, let's get you guys set up on the computer, or not computer, on the tripod here, and then we'll get these wires crimped real fast. What's up, guys? So I sent Jeff out to go and get us some wire and a fusible link, because apparently these lights need a constant 12 volts, and I just don't have constant 12 volts here. This wire here only gets 12 volts when the brake lights are on and the turn signal is on. This one gets 12 volts when the reverse light goes on. That's obviously the ground, and then I still need to figure out these lights here. They get fed 8 volts, so I'm not real sure what to do with that there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But you know what, these lights, the first one's always the hardest. As soon as I get all of this down so that this works the way that it's supposed to, the next one will go in like a, I don't know, it'll be easy. It'll be really easy. But anyway, if you guys liked today's episode, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribed, hit that notification bell so that you guys never miss an episode, and then leave a like and drop a comment down below. What do you guys think of the Impala series? The first Impala episode got a lot of attention. I mean, honestly, I was really surprised. So you guys must really like the Impala. I mean, this car is going to be so bad when we're done. It desperately needs that swap. The LT1 in it is tired and it needs to go. But again, that's why we're building the LS up there. This truck, rusty but trusty. It's a beater with a heater. But anyway, let's get you guys set back up on the tripod, and then I'll show you guys once we get that wire running from the battery. Okay, so what we figured out is you have to split the inputs. So you've got the one wire that comes in that is both brake light and turn signal. Well, we have 3 inputs. We've got brake light, turn signal, and running light. So what I've got hooked up right now is the brake light and turn signal. Now the really cool thing is that when you go and hit the brake light comes on. If you hit the turn signal comes on, right? Now if you have the turn signal on and you hit the brake light, the turn signal continues to flash, which makes sense, right? So hey, let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah. Let's just demonstrate real quick.
So again, here, see, you've got your input wire coming in. I've split the branch here, okay? I've got the brake light hooked up. That's the turn light, turn signal. Okay, now if you look over here, hit the brake light. Okay, so the brake lights are on, right? And it makes sense that our turn signal still scrolls across. Now, I suspect that's because of the floating voltages, right? So you've got a 12 volt that'll pop on with the relay, and the 12 volt will pop off with the relay, which I assume is what makes the strobing effect, right? So you've got 12 volts coming across, and then 0 volts coming back across, right? Go ahead and show them the brake light. Okay, see? Did you see how it scrolled across and then the brake light came on? I think what this module does is it sees the 12 volt, it loads all the LEDs, and then they all pop on. Okay? Cool. All right, let's go ahead and change this real fast and go from brake lights to running lights and see if we still get the same effect. Okay, we just made a breakthrough. I know exactly how we're gonna hook these lights up. I know which wire is for our running lights, and I know the one wire that will split into 2 inputs for our brake light and our turn signal light. Let me show you guys. So our white and our black is our running lights, and that comes from our 2 browns here, okay? Those get fed a constant 12 volts when he goes and turns on the running lights, okay? So we're gonna hook that up there. Now, as long as his solid red wire is hooked up to the positive post of the battery, his LED module inside the taillights will always have power, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get this one here, these 2 lights. Oh man, you can't see just yet. We'll get a, does that even work? Oh, that does work, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get a light on it in here so that you guys can see a little better. But I've got 2 browns here that I'm gonna go ahead and tie together. I'm gonna crimp on a connector so that I can slide it on there. We'll heat shrink them down. And this one here, we're gonna go ahead and get our, see here, you can see my quick little branch circuit.
Viewers, in case
I will
you're
make
not
this.
aware, he's really excited about this shit.
I kind of like electrical.
Hey, that's much
I'm
better.
kind of, wow, yeah, that is much better. I'm kind of good at it. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take this, split it inside so that we can get both of our inputs, and we'll get you guys set up, and we'll get that going, and I'll show you guys the lights. Woo! I don't think it gets any cooler than that. There you guys have it. Sequential turn signal lights. Turn lights. Sequential LED tail lights for the 96 Impala SS.
We'll have more once we get them on the car, and we'll have both of them going. It'll look really good.
Right, this was more of like a test session, figure out how to hook it up. Now that we know exactly how we're gonna hook it up, we're gonna go ahead and finish it, get it inside the car, and we'll move on to the other taillight.
So pretty neat. I just discovered this. We need a constant 12 volt power source, and we're like, hey, is that anywhere near the battery? So I walked on up and I decided to look, and what do you know? Whoop, it totally is. So threw that on there. Now we have our constant 12 volt power source, instead of having to run a wire all the way from the back to the front. So that makes this a whole lot easier. So now all we have to do is run from there to the taillight, and then wire it off to the other side, get these puppies plugged in. Alright guys, well that was a fun night. You ready for this? Boom! Check that out. Man, that's cool. Alright, give me a turn signal. Please tell me it's working. Hey, there we go. Still trying to get it figured out. I guess hit the brake light. Nice. Give it hazards.
I don't know how your hazards work.
On the bottom right of the column. Just like push that little thing in. Yay! Nice. Yeah. Did it. All good.
Alright guys, it's late at night. I'm tired. We're gonna go to bed, and then tomorrow we'll go ahead and get the other light in, and then we'll show you both of them at the same time. This shit falls everywhere. It's like a carpet. This tree's ridiculous. Thought I'd show you guys that we are finishing up the install on the LED taillights this morning. Let's go ahead and get started on that. I plan to have these done here really quick since we know how they go together now. So let's go ahead and set you guys up. You can watch what I'm doing. Okay, so as you can see, I've got my reverse light ready to go. I've got my main light ready to go. This is the input that I was telling you guys you have to split. Here's my ground and my parking lights. So now that we've got these terminated, let's move on to our light, and I'll get these terminated, and then we'll get them plugged in and shining bright. Let's go ahead. Okay, you guys gotta see this. I just finished up the other taillight. It's awesome. Let me show you. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Wow.
Alright, Brothers Bolts fam, that about wraps it up for this one. Stay tuned for next week. We're going to go ahead and get the rotating assembly back in to my motor there so that we can get it ready to swap into the Sonoma over here. Because as of today, we've got 108 days to LS Fest. That gives me 105 days to get the Sonoma swapped, tuned, and ready to go so that we can drive out to Bowling Green, Kentucky to check out LS Fest. Now, hopefully, it's still going to be on because we've got this quarantine thing coming on. But let's hope for the best and hope that it's going to end. So until next time, make sure you guys like the video, comment, subscribe. It really does help the channel out a lot. Check out our merchandise down below, and we'll see you guys next time. No, that's not how you do it. That one. Say hi, Jake.
Hello. Is it working?
Yep.
All right.
Eventually.
So what are we filming today?
Well,
I'm gonna film you on a stripper pole.
Ooh.
No thanks. I'm good on that.
Hey, is it?
Keep coming with us. Like down the video. Ah, you son of a bitch.